Hey gang, what is popping? Welcome to today's music reaction with Cindy Style. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in. If you love good music, you love to discover new artists, new talent, you are at the right place. And you know what? Please do not forget to smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification so you get notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you. So on today's music reaction, I will be reacting to the Beatles, Blackbird. You all know how we draw it. We go straight and see what Blackbird is all about and know what the Beatles got for us. So straight up gang, let's go do this together. Here we go.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
This is a great song. I like the chirping of the way the bird was chirping and all that. That was really good and creative too. Excuse me. That was very creative, you know. And I am going to say that Paul McCartney did a great job with this song. And this song right here was Paul McCartney's way of addressing the civil rights movement of the time, you know. And here is a quote, from an article. I was sitting around with my acoustic guitar and PD heard about the civil rights, you know, and civil rights troubles that were happening in the 60s in Alabama and Mississippi, if I am not mistaken, and kind of Little Rock in particular. I mean, he told GP, if I am not, yeah, GP. I just thought it would be great, really great, good if I could write something. And if I ever reached any of the any of the people going through all these problems, you know, it might give them a little hope, or something to keep them going. So I wrote so then he wrote Blackbird, you know. And I think back then in England, there was this thing, it's actually a slang. Blackbird is a slang, they call women. And and also, I mean, some people were they call that black women and all that. And there was a time they went for a show, and the show was like, supposed to happen, but they were like, the men and the women are not supposed to sit together, or like, they were supposed to like, separate them. And when they came there, they were like, why would that happen? Like, Paul McCartney was like, why would that happen? Why do you have to separate the men and the women, like, in a concert? This is a concert, like, that is supposed to hold, like, with everybody, without the segregation and all of that. And in the end, I think they okay, they were like, if you don't bring, like, if you don't bring everybody together, it means we are not gonna play and all of that. And in the end, they ended up, like, more like settling the problem, and they let everybody, like, stick together. And that was how the show, like, went on. And I am going to say that he was really, like, I am so proud of what he did, like, being into, civil rights movement, and being like, it's more like people caring enough, because if they do not care, trust me, they will not even, like, bother. They'll be like, oh, it's all about my money, let me play, let me do my concert, and, like, go away, just take my money and go away. But no, it's beyond, like, collecting money or doing concert, like, it's a way of, like, trying to let people that you care, and also trying to make other people happy. You can imagine going with your spouse, and people are saying that, like, they are going to separate you people, like, the men and the women. I mean, that it's kind of weird, but I am so I'm kind of very happy that, like, somebody stood up and spoke about it. Paul McCartney proves over and over, like, again, that a song doesn't need to be overproduced or loud to be a gem, a common thread, like, throughout the incredible White Album. And everything about White Album is actually amazing, like, outstanding and all that. I have listened to, like, a lot of songs from White Album, and I can tell you that, like, they've got great songs in White Album. All you need to do is pick the one you want. Like, there is song for everybody. I keep telling you people that, like, and this is just such a beautiful song, if you ask me, inspired by the civil rights movement. A blackbird move, like, a blackbird. Okay, yeah, this is more like a blackbird was an English slang for a woman back then. And this song was like, a cheerleading. The song is like a cheerleading song for the civil rights movement. And I love this. I love the fact that it's it's something like, a lot of people will look back and say, oh, yo, like, somebody really spoke up for us and all that. So this is it. It's a great cheerleading song for the civil rights movement, and a great one. So the chord change, okay. Now you all saw the way I okay, sorry about how my eyes went, like, I know I was a little bit surprised when the chord changed. And also, like, on the song, it wasn't seen, and initially I thought the song has, like, finished or something, and then again the song came back. I was like, oh, okay. I was not expecting that. I was like waiting for the song to finish. And the Beatles always stood up for civil rights. That is one thing I love about them. Not just because of Blackbird. There are other songs, like, I heard, like, they're like also, like, we're not happy about something that was happening or that is happening, and they spoke, like, USSR and all, like, a whole lot of songs, and no matter I love the fact that they always speak up no matter the consequences. This is just a very beautiful song, and I love it, and I am so happy reacting to it. From me to you again, here we'll go. See you all in my next reaction. Bye for now.